first things first. Nobody adjust their TV set. The color is correct. We are here tonight to listen to me. You're not supposed to talk, according to our pre-production meeting. Holly said to me, this is how it goes before we go live. I say to Holly, what are we talking about? And then she'll usually come up with 7 or 8 things that she wants to talk about. So I said tonight, Holly, what do you want to talk about? I'm not talking tonight. You're going to talk. You do all the talking. I said, what's the likelihood of that really happening? So Holly's going to attempt to remain quiet. Today, what's today's date? 28th? 27th, right? So right now, 29 years ago, I was shaving my legs, getting ready for my date with this person to my right. And I shaved my legs. I went shopping. I printed some labels. And I prepared to take her out on a date. The first date. And I wore this shirt in honor of our first date because Holly was in a very tight red sweater on our first date. You weren't? I remember distinctly as you were pressing your body up against mine in the hallway, not wanting me to leave.
Okay, I didn't do that. And it was red. That's it. It wasn't a sweater.
It was tight.
It wasn't a sweater.
It was clingy.
It wasn't a sweater.
It outlined your physique.
How do you like to be called? What do you like to be called? I call you Robert. What is your name? What's your name? What is your...
That's
what
my
is your
name.
Right. Well, yesterday we talked about my name. Now we're talking about your name.
Okay.
What's your name?
Robert.
What would you like to be called?
Robert.
What does your family call you?
Rob.
What do other people that don't listen to me saying Robert say?
Bob.
Oh, I hate that. Like, I hate it. Okay?
You don't hate the
Are we
name, you
missing
just hate
that?
the comment.
Why? That's on already? Oh, we're missing that, JB? So you have a choice.
Is it 7 o'clock? I thought it was later than that.
Wait a second. Okay. I really have to tell you, if it's a choice between that meeting and this, what are you choosing?
What is it? There's not even a choice. I didn't think
You
it was
know what
at
I
7
really
o'clock.
like everybody to do
No.
is to see. Can
No,
you show
can't.
everybody?
No.
You're not going to show everyone that?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you show everyone that, like, I had some class once you met me with some Ralph Lauren clothing.
That I've never worn.
Yeah, he has tags on it. Still, the price tag is on it.
I don't do red.
Okay. I just told Robert, okay, yesterday I was in rare form, which is pretty much...
I just stabbed
What'd you do?
myself.
Really?
There's a straight pin right there.
Oh,
Look at
you
that.
did? Look at that. You did. No. It was folded? Is this folded? When you took it out? It was on the hanger?
Oh, I just stabbed myself. Am I bleeding?
Are you going to be okay?
I don't know.
You're not bleeding.
I want to avoid going to the hospital.
So
at all
this
costs.
is the needle.
It's a pin. It's a straight pin.
It's the straight pin.
Fuck. It went right in my finger.
This is a really good
I hope it doesn't have coronavirus on it.
I hope not. Goodness, that's not good.
I went around. I sprayed everything today.
Yeah, put it in a tissue.
I went around with the Lysol and I sprayed all the doorknobs. I sprayed all the toilet handles.
There was a
I
woman
sprayed
that
the
I
faucets. I sprayed the inside of the mailbox.
You did? Cool.
I did.
You
Sprayed the
packages?
driveway. I sprayed the driveway.
Okay. I was watching a comedian with her husband and her child. I don't know her name. I wish I did. It may have come up in your feed too. What? I know I'm talking, but no. It was about, she was doing joke after joke after joke, but she was also, it was about the washing the hands and the cleaning of this, that, and the other, especially the knobs. But the reason I'm asking you your name, well, first of all, as you can see how exciting it gets if he's really leading the show. Okay, go ahead. No, do you have more to say?
No,
Because you're just making fun of the fact that I'm not speaking instead of really...
I'm not.
No. So, should we we don't want to let everyone know where we left off last night, my trying on my gym suit, right?
No.
Okay, we're not going to talk about that,
No,
right?
we won't say it didn't fit.
Okay. Okay, that's the first thing we're not going to say.
Exactly.
The second thing is we talked about Holli with an I and a Y and an I again. What?
Why did you think it would fit? I mean, why did you think something that when you were 15 would fit you now?
I've been in pretty good shape.
You are in great shape, but
I was a
you don't have a
teenager.
15-year-old body.
I know. And you don't really like women with 15-year-old bodies, but
No,
but I really thought I'd fit. I'm a little upset. I can't even believe he's like.
I'm glad you went on
discussing
record
this.
and said I don't like 15-year-old bodies.
Well, you're not a bad model.
Yeah, thank you.
No. Meaning
No,
you,
what I'm saying is
you
you
like
don't-
curves. You like busts.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
Meaning you like a
No, a
you
woman
like a
that-
developed
yes, a
woman.
right.
Okay. Versus I don't mean
Right.
it as like you're a creep because sometimes every guy could be a little creepy. You're not creepy.
No,
you're really,
you're
a respectful man.
I just felt.
which I love.
I
love.
was hopeful that you'd be. You know what it was? There was no give. It's like there wasn't
Like
stretchy.
today, the stretch in your jeans and your
Yeah,
shirts
I mean, it's
and
like
your top.
it was like
there
there was
very,
nothing.
Very rigid.
Right.
What weave,
I was disappointed.
right?
I would have liked that.
Okay, well, I was a little upset I didn't fit. I got over it, okay? But then so it's interesting, really, I'm going to let Robert speak a little bit more about do you like your name?
Yes.
Now, he took over his middle name.
Do I wish I wish I had.
So
I'm
I'm sorry, commercial interruption. Okay, Lindsay's asking about my shirt. Says she bought it for me for Mother's Day. Let me share it. I just took the tags off. Now, let me just tell you something. First of all, I am daughter, sister, first. That was the first two roles. Daughter, sister. Right?
Keep going.
Then, first woman. First girl. Girl, daughter, sister, woman, wife. I am his. I'm his. And then I'm mother to Alex and Lindsay. And then I'm boss. Because guess what, people? You women, you know what I'm talking about. You know we're the ones that are really in charge. I just had a heated discussion with my son about a male figure. We're not going to talk about names. Don't name names. I'm just saying that women have all the power, people. Hello, beautiful Stacy. Stacy, I hope you saw yesterday's live because I did talk about the day Robert and I met. And, I forgot to post the picture she took. I mean, you took that she has and she shared with me. Did you see my t-shirt? Lindsay bought it for me. Wife, mom,
we'll
boss.
We'll share that tomorrow.
I know I could be bossy sometimes, but it's not about being bossy. It's about being in charge, about having confidence, about having willpower, about having just goodness to share with the world. So Robert Allen became, now mind you, Stacy did brand you with your company after you had that unoriginal name business called Custom Video Productions, which was such a bore. So then you had Absolute Video Productions, right? And and Stacy branded you with the A being the tripod, and Absolute being your, I know you take credit, but your favorite vodka, as well as Absolute means total and complete.
And also at the time, position in the
yellow
pages was important, and AB gave you good positioning.
I appreciate your watching it again, Stacey. I was in rare form. I actually did some show and tell with Holli with an I and a Y, and I also showed our gym suit that we wore in, I think,
Gym.
Was it junior high school and high school?
It had to be junior high school. There's
Or
no
junior
way
high
they
school?
made you
No,
wear
that
those
was not
in
high school. High school, I think, was up to gym shorts. But Robert, so I love, the other thing I didn't talk about with our names, okay, was my mother, and I did do this with Lindsay and Alex. My mother, when she named us, here it is, she became Helene Williams. She doesn't have a middle name. Her maiden name was Mintz. She decided when she named me and my brother that she didn't really care so much about the last name. She was like, I don't care. I want to name our children. I'm Tali Michelle and Keith Bryan. And I tell you, when I named Lindsay and Alex, I did Lindsay Taylor and Alex Dillon. You, coincidentally, adopted that namesake.
Right, I never.
Hey, Adam.
I never.
Hi, Lisa.
I never my middle name
She
never.
wants to try a cookie on air. Okay, we'll get that at the end, honey. Go ahead.
They never. what was I saying?
Robert Allen. We're talking about your
I
name.
never used my middle name.
You always Robert Early.
Yeah.
And were you mostly Rob since you're a kid? Because people talk about nicknames all the time. Holly is not really short. My friends like Martine or Stacy, they may go Hal, but
Yeah, well, I know my friends would I guess call me Rob.
they called you Rob. Like you had a friend Robbie.
I did.
I have a problem. I don't understand people calling him Bob or Bobby. I just don't get it.
No, well,
Like Adam is not a
well,
shortenable name.
Right.
And by the
You
way,
would-
Alex is not Alexander on his birth certificate. We knew we were just calling him Alex.
Right, but we never called him Al, and no one has ever called him Al.
Oh God, no! But we didn't call him Al. I think whatever your mother and father call you is pretty much what you become. But when you, Alex always
And our
Robert.
kids didn't have nicknames either. I didn't turn on.
No,
that.
because Lindsay and Alex are not nicknamed. Oh, thank you.
Is that
Boy, I
better?
look so much better.
Is that
Of course,
better?
of course we
What's
look
on
better. That's so funny.
Kicker.
Alex and Lindsay, they're not. It's not like Lynn's, Hal, But you're Robert to me. And if somebody calls you Bob or Bobby, I don't get it. Nobody said Bob or Bobby. Why they just decided to call
It's
you?
even weirder when they call me Vinny.
Nicknames are funny, right? So,
Yeah.
they are. So we all have how we identify. So it does, like Jody said, your name, you kind of become your name. And I think what's interesting with Robert Allen, first of all, I think it's a beautiful name.
When I was in high school, I was stupid idiot for a period of time.
No, stop it. You were not. Robert Allen, actually, I remember when I was working with Marcy, it's a home fashions company, fabric textiles company. There was Robert Allen, and there were a few other businesses that were Robert Allen. But the reason Robert went from custom video productions to Absolute Video Productions to Robert Allen Video Journalist upon my recommendation, because all photographers were kind of known as
Themselves.
personal branding. It was really
Personal
the beginning of personal branding as we know it. And you've become Robert Allen Video Journalist for your social video, social and corporate video, the documentarian journalism,
Yeah, but I don't
photojournalism.
really use that anymore.
What?
I don't really use that.
No, there's really nothing
persona
there. And then that
anymore.
kind of evolved into New Media Connection.
Right.
That video
I
content.
just think sometimes it's like ridiculous. Like it's me. Like
But it always was you. It wasn't like
you
you were the shooter and the editor and the people who met with the customers. I mean, you did it all. You wore every hat with this business. I was there to support you while we were bringing up our children.
Look at us now.
Yeah, because I'm wife,
Day
mom,
61 of
wife,
quarantine.
mom, boss.
Day
Lindsay actually bought this for me. You see, as
Day
a workout shirt from
61.
TJ Maxx, and she
I'm gonna
crossed
need a
it off with a
haircut
Sharpie.
soon.
Well,
I'm gonna need a
Joanne lives
haircut
around the
now.
corner, and I bet you she would give you a haircut, even though you're not allowed. What do you think? Do you think she would maybe do it? We'd have to ask.
There was a period of time where she cut my hair in her house.
Yeah. No, well, I was in between salons. So.
But I don't know who's in her house. You know what I mean? That wouldn't be necessarily fair to the people in her house.
So do you like being Robert?
Yes.
Now, do you prefer wearing black?
Yes. I feel very uncomfortable. Like I would never go out of the house dressed like
I think you
this.
look great. I really do. I think you look great.
Thank you. But I would never go out of the house dressed like this.
Well, you did decide. I mean, there was a big thing on social today about what's closed. What were we just talking about?
But I would go in front of all these people go out of the house, nobody sees me. I would go in front of all you people dressed like this.
But I think it's interesting that you did choose to put your sweatpants on today. That is not a
Sweatpants all
typical.
day.
That is not typical.
This
for
is
you.
sweatpants. But listen, we've been around
Like you
the
resigned
house,
yourself.
you know.
No. But we've been in the house for.
Soon we're going to be...
Oh, Lindsay.
thanks, Lindsay.
Sure, I
But
bet
no,
you she
thanks.
can.
No, she's not.
Okay. Well, she got Elliot's, but that's
No,
not
she-
exactly.
I can cut Elliot's hair. No, I'm cool with my name. My name's okay.
So thank you to my friend Heidi for recommending a series that she recommended. It is adapted from a book that she read, and it's called.
Hop on Pop by Dr. Seuss.
I have that. What are we watching? Little Fires Everywhere, right? Little Fires Everywhere. And it's definitely about a family and about racism. And it is based on a book, but it is outstanding. It is Kerry Washington and...
Kerry Washington.
Kerry Washington and...
Reese Witherspoon.
Reese Witherspoon. They're the two main characters. And then there's children. They are so awesome. Like, I am really wowed by the talent of this youth that are acting. Because, well, I really recommend you watch it, and then we can talk about it if you feel like it. So go ahead.
It's on Hulu.
Take over.
It's on Hulu.
Oh, by the way, it's on Hulu.
No, I think we've.
No, you didn't talk enough. Go ahead.
No, I've talked plenty.
More than you really thought you would?
Oh, yes. Much more.
I mean, really,
much
you didn't really
more.
think I was going to be that quiet, did you?
I knew you were not going to be quiet.
Do you want to get the cookies or should I?
You're on that side. You
Okay,
can go
I'll be
get the
right
cookies.
back.
I'll continue to talk.
Are you going to? You're going to promise to share with them?
Yeah, I'm not just going to sit here like a putz.
Oh, God, you're not.
I'll sit here and speak like a putz. So Holly is going to get the cookies that Lindsay baked for us, and that Alex went to pick up.
She was inspired by who? One of her grandmothers.
Oh, my mother.
Who bought her?
A mixer.
Okay, what is this, Robert? Give me a break.
What?
Can you just not tell everybody the real story about the cookies? Let me just tell you something.
What's the real story about the
Our
cookies?
daughter gifted, hey Felice, our daughter gifted us these cookies. And I think that they are oatmeal chocolate chip cookies.
Well,
And
what's the story? Like, is
well,
there
no,
a story
because I
that
think
goes
it's
with
really, listen, your mother inspired Lindsay to bake. She bought her a KitchenAid. She kept asking me every day, did she bake anything yet? Did she bake anything yet? And here it is. I'm going to show you this delicious homemade cookie. I'm sorry. Joanna Gaines' recipe. I'm sorry. I am stand corrected. Her grandmother, her nanny, inspired her to bake. Okay, let's share it. I'd like to take Joanna Gaines. So she's on the Fixer Upper. Do you know who Joanna Gaines is? Yeah? And?
Punchy. Go.
Oh, just chocolate chip. Hey, Rich. Mwah. Hey, Lori. Oh, that's good, Lindsay. This is the first one we've had since she came home. I mean, since Alex came and picked him up and brought him home. He had one right away. Oh, that's good. Oh, my God. You know what you need with that?
Ice cream.
No.
Oh, more cookies.
No. I'll give you one more try. What would you like this cookie with? What would this be delicious? Milk. What? Milk.
What?
Milk.
You know what?
2% milk. We
It's
have
been-
some. It's delicious.
21 years since I've drank milk.
Hey, Ellen.
I haven't drank milk in 20 plus years.
There is nothing better.
Although I have had cereal.
By
in
the
last
way,
20
there.
years.
This is a perfectly
But I have
perfectly
not.
baked cookie in every way. And by the way, Cookie Monster would
Now you
love
just
this.
put your fingers all over that cookie.
I'm clean. Robert cooked a delicious dinner tonight. I got to tell you, we're having one better dinner than the next. I am wowed by the food that I've been eating.
We're saving a fortune by not going out.
Well, we also have nothing
We
coming
just
in.
we're also losing a
nothing
fortune
coming
every day on
in.
the sideline.
I mean, that was great. So, I don't want to choke. You got chocolate in my
Wouldn't that
peanut
be
butter.
great? Wouldn't that be great if she
You want
choked
finish?
right on camera? Do I want your backwash of your cookie
It's not
there?
backwash. Give me a break.
Come on, you give me a little tiny little bit of cookie after your fingers have been all over it in your mouth now. And
Now you'll see the real Robert. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Does anybody think I'm
Hey,
pretending?
Paula! What?
Does anybody think I'm pretending? Like now you see the real Robert.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
where like I've been. This has all been an act.
Paula, watch yesterday's live. I just told Stacy. I talked about my childhood of Holly with an I and a Y and an I, and then I also
That you
showed-
know that riveting story.
It is. And by the way,
It's one of those stories that you think is like this great story. You changed it from an I to a Y and back to an
I never heard of anyone doing that.
Nobody cares.
I never heard of anyone doing that. I think that's really fascinating because I've never heard of, you know,
Fascinating?
no one has ever,
That's fascinating?
no one has ever said to me, this cookie is amazing, Lindsay.
Wait a minute. The story of you
Excuse me.
changing your name
I wanna ask you a question.
from an I to a Y because you wanted a below the line letter
Yeah, don't you-
is fascinating?
Yes. 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 You know why?
Yeah, tell me.
Because no one has
Wait,
ever
tell me.
said
Help me zero in on the
me,
fascinating
me
part.
too. I find that interesting that all the people...
Because you know what's going on in people's heads?
Like, doo-doo-doo-doo.
I can't wait for this story to be over.
Oh, no, that's just you. That's really annoying. See, that's the annoying part.
It's
I made my dirty
fascinating.
mouth. So Lindsay is now sharing.
You've got to add either
Lindsay, a
sex
great
to
cook.
that. You've
Yeah,
got to
that's it.
add
Sex.
murder. You got to add like someone getting hit
Sex
by a
and murder.
car.
You want to know about sex and murder? Okay, so the past 2 nights...
That would make it
we
fascinating.
have been watching. So we watched Curb Your Enthusiasm last night. I said, do you want to watch your favorite program? Sure. Falls asleep. We're watching Big Fires Everywhere.
Little fires.
They ended up being big. Fall asleep. Okay? Wait. I put something else on. Oh, the other night, I think...
It's
I might have
11
told you.
o'clock at night.
Oh, please. Spencer Confidential. So good. Mark Wahlberg. Falls asleep. Action movie. Gun shooting. Not what I like usually. I did like it because it was kind of like a Bruce Willis action movie. Well, Mark Wahlberg, obviously. So, I love your name. I think Holly and Robert. And by the way, I must come full circle. Holly and Robert were characters on General Hospital's soap opera.
And they were on.
It was Holly and Robert
And they
Scorpio.
were on from their house this morning. Oh no, I'm thinking of what?
Okay. No. It's okay. So actually, that was another thing. Tell everyone what we were watching this morning. It was interesting.
Yeah, and I mean we don't normally watch it anymore.
Well, we stopped watching
because
it,
it bores the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Is Regis and Kelly. She was.
It's Kelly and Ryan now.
Whatever, you know.
And he's in California. He's staying there.
So they did it like Skype.
Yeah, like-
they Skype.
Like us, but not together.
From their respective places in New York and L.A. and
Yeah.
they did the show.
It was
you know,
actually bland. I thought it was bland. If you're a fan, I'm sorry. I don't mean to
wasn't
offend you.
nearly as exciting as us.
We said that. It wasn't. It really wasn't.
But,
it was actually
you know.
really, it was also like very, well, first of all, even Kelly, I love how she showed, like I use the spray to cover up my roots. Not yet, because I'm not due yet.
Does she do the same thing?
Happy birthday, Wayne.
Does she do the same thing with her hair?
She showed the L'Oreal spray, and she showed no hair and makeup. She put on a wrap dress. Ryan was in tie-dye sweat outfit, and so was his girlfriend Shayna, who did some
She was
cooking.
there too?
Oh, she did a whole cooking segment. Last night they prepared a whole thing with muffins using black beans. Like, what do you have left now? Black beans. I'm like, what is black beans? Now, we happen to have black beans, but does everybody have black beans in their house? So they made a muffin.
With black beans?
And then I love Kelly goes, she used dark chocolate chips, and she's, can we use milk chocolate? We like milk chocolate. I'm like, I get it. I like milk chocolate. Why wouldn't you be able to use milk chocolate? Of course you could use milk chocolate. Ridiculous question. But anyways.
Okay, so we hope you've enjoyed this riveting conversation that we've had.
I'm sure they have.
We're on day 63 of the quarantine. Going great.
Starting to lose out mine.
Only feels like 60 days. Holly and Alex screaming at one another before.
Oh no, just Alex.
In a heated conversation.
No, it was just me. I was heated. It wasn't him. It wasn't him.
About ridiculousness.
Whatever.
They do not see eye to eye on this one
It's
particular
okay. We don't have
topic.
to. We don't have to. We don't have to. I think that's the joy of life.
Oh, it was a joy listening to both of you.
Okay. Gotta perpetuate it, no less.
You should just steer away from that topic.
No problem. From now on.
Because it's never a topic that
Okay.
goes along smoothly.
Okay, fine.
Never.
Heard. Got it. Noted.
And it's always, and this discussion is not about the two of them. It's about someone else.
Listen to me.
Who they don't barely know.
Listen. Copy that. Copy that. Copy that.
Two knuckleheads.
Don't guess, Lindsay. Please. Okay? All right. Have an awesome evening. I have to call my mother-in-law back now. And we are all every day experiencing a little bit more of what it feels like to be wherever you've been.
On a deserted island.
Yeah.
Wednesday, which is the day after tomorrow, right?
25th.
At 1:00 Eastern, I'm doing a beginner basic introduction to the Zoom video platform.
Because there was a video earlier today that everybody's been
yesterday?
watching. Okay, everybody's been watching this video, so you don't do that. Go ahead. Go. Tell everybody. Everyone probably saw the video, but let's at least.
There was a Zoom
There's a reason.
group meeting, and someone, wasn't paying attention and took the phone into the bathroom with them, and they're sitting on the toilet in this group Zoom meeting, and
There's a woman in a car.
She didn't realize.
She's going
it.
like this. She's hysterical laughing. There were some people
It's too
noticed
distracting.
it
There's ways of doing this effectively
without that
not
happening.
the way to do it.
And it's,
So
and
that's
it's,
what I'm going to teach
exactly.
about on Wednesday. It's free. You go to go to my Facebook feed. I've shared it there.
I'll share it on mine too.
Or the Livingston Chamber of Commerce website. It's also there.
Have an amazing evening.